Hi guys, it's ASBYT and this is the brand new Samsung M7 Series 32M70A 4K smart monitor. It's got some pretty groundbreaking new features, so when Samsung reached out to sponsor today's video, I thought, you know what, let's get it in the studio, let's show you guys exactly what it's got, because if you are looking to possibly buy a brand new monitor right now, this one might be the one to scoop. Come with me, let's take a look. So plain and simple, this is a brand new take on a traditional monitor by Samsung. It takes a lot of what we already know and love in this field, but adds so much more versatility. As an example, as you can see from the title, it's a smart monitor, and using Samsung's Tizen operating system adds almost like a TV kind of quality, with on-demand apps such as Netflix, YouTube, Apple TV, and things like Hulu and Xfinity streams, all at the touch of a remote. Yes, this little bad boy comes included. Dedicated app buttons, voice search with the choice of Bixby, Alexa or Google Assistant, and volume controls are all another added bonus. It's small and slender and comfortable to hold, and I think its minimalistic look will look good in pretty much most setups. This monitor's smart functionality also allows for great connectivity with your other devices, so you can seamlessly connect it wirelessly to your Windows laptop, Samsung Mobile with DeX compatibility, or iPhone, iPad and Mac, as this is also the only monitor currently to support Apple AirPlay 2. And possibly the simplest of all here is the tap play functionality, mirroring your phone's display to the monitor with one tap. Very nice. All of this, of course, means casting pretty much any content you want from many different devices to your monitor is a breeze, getting at times that much needed screen real estate. If you did decide to settle down to a nice bit of media consumption, you can of course look to use a separate sound system, but you don't need to, because this monitor also has a built-in speaker. It's not incredible, but it certainly more than does the job. And speaking of job, in this current climate that we're living in, more and more of us are now starting to work from home, and this monitor has advantages for that as well. You've got remote access and Microsoft Office 365, so you can actually gain access to one of your PCs that's in another location, like the office for example, and you can view, edit and save documents to the cloud. So you don't actually need a PC to do any of that. You can actually access all of that from just the monitor alone. Yes, it's not going to be the powerhouse that an expensive PC can provide, but for everyday tasks, work and a little bit of play, you're going to be absolutely fine. Now, before we continue on some of the other key features that separates this monitor from the norm, let's take a quick look at the hardware, and if you're enjoying this video so far, a sub would be awesome. So we've got a plastic and metal construction here, pretty solid bit of kit. You can of course tilt it to your desired angle, and you also have all of the major ports on the rear, including one for power, 2 HDMI, one with ARC, 1 USB Type-C and 3 USB Type-A. Covers all the major bases. Now while we're on ports and connections, there's one great feature called Auto Source Switch Plus. Bit of a mouthful, I'm sure you'll agree, but it's pretty handy, because basically what happens is it automatically selects which input source to display based on what you have connected, and it's pretty accurate. So if you plug in a new console, for example, you don't have to manually sift through all of your HDMI connections. It should just go straight to it and have that pop up on your screen. So this is really handy if you have a PC, one or two consoles if you're lucky enough to own two consoles, and you want the seamless transitions between them. Now if we flip to the front, we have a 32-inch UHD screen with very minimal bezels and a resolution of 3840 by 2160, so 4 times more pixels than a full HD monitor. The screen has a matte finish to it, better of course for overcoming glare in brighter environments, and there's also an effective sensor so that it can detect what your ambient light is doing and can adjust the brightness and colour accordingly. Now the monitor has a ratio of 16:9, but you can change it to have an output of an ultra wide feed 21:9 in your settings if that is specifically necessary to the content you are watching or the game that you're playing. You can really take advantage of the more immersive view here, or use the standard 16:9 ratio for more traditional use. If you are going to be using your monitor a lot for work, play, round the clock, lots of hours, you may also be a little bit concerned about possible eye strain, and Samsung, like many companies over the last couple of years, have been working on technology to help with this. On this specific monitor, you have a flicker-free feature, which does what it says on the tin, to reduce eye strain, and an eye saver mode which reduces blue light emissions, which can of course damage your retina, and on top of that can of course make it more difficult for you to nod off to sleep at night. I know in the past I have struggled to get off my screens at night, and I am trying to limit that myself. Now, one potential negative to this monitor that will affect some people and not others is refresh rate. It is set to a max of 60 Hz. We have, of course, seen an influx of higher refresh rate monitors. Samsung themselves do them. So if you are specifically looking for a monitor for solely gaming, this might not be the best option. It's more of an all-in-one package. The fact this is capped at 60 Hz is a little bit disappointing for me, because I think they could have really made it brilliant at pretty much everything. But that aside, like I said, this is a really solid bit of kit. And if you're not really bothered about gaming at high refresh rates, then this will have absolutely no impact on you whatsoever. I believe Samsung have also made a 27-inch model of this, and it's an M5 model, so it's full HD resolution max instead of the Ultra HD that we have here. So if you are looking at a smaller and more affordable option, then you might want to look at that one. For me, this is attacking a core area of the monitor market that was beginning to come under some strain. We've seen over the last couple of years the real emergence of sort of gaming TVs, the kind of best of both worlds, offering what's kind of good about a monitor, but also the traditional values of a TV at the same time, and an all-in-one, if you will. But monitors, on the other hand, weren't really doing this. Possibly until now. This might just be the answer or the fight back that monitor lovers were searching for. A place to get what you know and love from a good monitor, but also offering some of those TV features. Again, all in one. More and more people are spending far more time at home, whether that's play and now work, and therefore this world's first kind of do-it-all monitor makes perfect sense. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Do you love this idea, or would you prefer to keep things more separate and have a monitor and a TV kind of setup? Let me know, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like and share if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Sub and hit the notification bell if you are new to the channel and want to be notified every time I post a video on anything tech, breaking tech news, unboxings, reviews. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. ASBYT. Peace out.